Hello, everybody. Just let me get this going. Hey, Jet. Today we have 2 interviews. Okay. Oh, let me get my face out the camera like that. I'm sorry. I should have put my glasses on. Hey, Jaden. Let me see something. I'm waiting. Oh, you're here? Okay, let me invite you. Or I think you have to invite me. I don't know how it goes. Invitation, and oh, you know how to do it. There you go. Hey,
Hello.
how are you? I wonder why you can't show your face. Let me see something.
I don't have enough followers.
That's what
That's
it
why.
is.
If
Okay.
she wants to invite me, then
Okay.
we can
Unless
go.
you unless we go on my fiance's account.
It's already on mine's. That's why. Everybody already knows that I'm going live on my account.
No, she
Mm,
can send me the invite to my account, and I can
Oh, okay.
yeah.
How do I
Cause
do that? Let me see.
send me the invite. You send me the invite, babe, and then I'll go in.
okay.
I'm still trying to get familiar with TikTok. Don't mind me, y'all. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm the same way.
I did flyer.
I saw it. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, I hope you like it. I know you say he likes Spider-Man, so
Yeah, he loves Spider-Man.
I tried to do a little, the best I can. Okay, let me see. Uh, I'm the
Let me
one
see.
who has the name Lala. Oh, okay. Lala, are you here? Okay, let me invite, okay, there goes Katie. Hold on, let me see if Lala's here. And Katie, you can pull them up too, because you're my mod.
Okay, I gotta
Okay,
figure out
there
how to
goes
change
Lala.
that.
Okay, I got her as a guest. There she goes. Okay, I'm getting this, guys. We're getting it going. Hey, Lala.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm good. It's pronounced Lele.
Layla. Okay, thank you. I'm sorry. I mess up names all the time.
That's fine.
I am so bad with names. I probably mess up my own name, child. Okay, so we're waiting for her husband so we can get on his account so he could come on. Because when you don't have enough followers, you can't show your face.
I can.
She can.
I
Okay.
don't even have like followers at all.
Yeah. Okay. What is your husband's name so I can add him?
He's under triple M.
Okay. Let me see. Big money. Don't know who he is. Triple
Oh,
M.
we do. He's one of our friends. He's
Oh,
like
okay. Hey,
family.
Big Money.
And the Royal Hawaiian too. She's one
Hi,
of our.
Royal Hawaiian. I always give my shout outs before I even start. I don't see him yet.
Oh yeah, right now he's someone called him. He's on the phone.
Okay.
Let me talk to you a little bit when I'm free, and then we'll go over it, bro.
Let me know when you see him.
Okay.
You sent me the request from your end, babe.
How are
I
you
did.
feeling today?
I sent.
Oh,
Katie, can you please pull up her flyer in the back, the flyer I did for her son in your background?
hold on.
I'm trying to figure out how to do it.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. So go to
Okay.
and chance and go to a background.
What happened, bro? Hey, I can't talk right now. I'm about to do an interview for Uncle.
And then when you go to background, you're gonna see like the green thing,
Thanks, brother.
and then you'll see all your well, I have all pictures, so. And then you'll see all your well, I have all pictures,
Okay.
so you should be able to pull it up.
Okay, I'm gonna drop off so you could jump in.
Thank you, Big Money. Keep the family in prayers for sure. So we have two parents here today. We have three parents actually. Because we have her husband also here. I'm trying to see. You're here? Okay. I'm gonna follow him also, and then there we go. Okay, there we go. So that she could come on his. Okay, awesome. And then Katie's getting her situation because I wanted to put the children's flyers, like I have her baby flyer in the background, and I can't do two at the same time. So I have Katie pulling up the flyer I made for your son so she could pull it up in her background.
Okay.
You know, yeah, I like to do that. So she's getting that started. Whew, wow.
You're not about to grab it. Stop grabbing
This
it.
is a lot. First off, I want to introduce myself and we got hold on, wait a minute. Where is the journalist? I haven't heard from her all day today, and I was messaging her like,
Is there a person that is Triple M, the golden voice? Someone says send the request.
They're up in the box above you.
That's
that's him, that's them, yeah. That's them, yeah.
I don't have
But
any enhance or any features to change my background.
It's okay.
you don't?
No.
You have
All I
to
have
put
is
the
the
picture.
camera.
No, put the picture down, save the picture.
I have the picture saved. It doesn't even let me like
Have the picture
enhance or
saved. The little
anything.
squares that is right here. Click on your square.
Click on your
It'll
square.
say like effects or enhancements, and go to effects.
Does she know
It'll be
about this
under
stuff?
green screen.
She gonna teach me because I have no idea.
Yeah, even when I click my box, all it says is like camera on or mic off.
Yeah, and then it should be
You have to turn your camera on first.
the bottom. It'll say enhance and another option for effects.
Yeah, I'll leave you to the left. They're gonna leave you the right way. So, you know. So, I'm still getting familiar with this TikTok. But let me send a message over. I hope everything's all right with her because I have not heard from
I was trying to send it to other people on my phone.
Okay. I don't know what's going on. I hope everything's all right. I know she had an emergency yesterday.
I just sent it to April.
Oh, I think she's.
Thank you for liking the live to Death Do Us Part. Oh, hey, to Death Do Us Part. You usually be in my lives. How are you? All right. While Katie's getting that going, I go by the name of Brooklynsquad. I'm a true, I'm an advocate. I started off with homicide and missing cases. There we go. She got it. And then you should still be able to show your face, Katie, like I'm doing it. There you go. I wanted to do like a panel where we could all get like um so the thing could be bigger. You know what I mean?
She's on it.
But all right.
My mom's on here too.
Okay, who's your mother? What's your mother's name?
Lily and Grego.
Lillian. Hi, Lillian. We're so sorry your family is going through this. No
Yes,
family,
April, you can share the live.
no family should go through this.
Also, we have the Royal Hawaiian, a famous wrestler from the 80s that's very close to our family. She's in here as well.
Yes, we saw her. They coming to represent, okay?
Big Money Dodge is also a very good friend of our family.
Yes, we saw him. He's coming to represent. Your peoples is definitely in the building, okay? They're not playing. Hello, hello. Share this live. And also follow their social media platforms. Put the link inside the comments. Katie, can you put their social media platforms, their link and everything? And so, you know, I don't know, because when I be putting links in the comments, when I hit it, you can't even go to the link. So put the name of their social media so that people can follow it, and also their page on their TikTok and everything.
Okay, yeah, you can't share the link. It can get you flagged.
Oh, see, I'm learning. TikTok got a lot of rules. I don't know. That's why I be trying to rock with other platforms. But anyway, introduce yourself. Layla, right? Layla?
My name is Alasia, but I go by Lele.
Lele. I'm sorry, I mess up names all the time. Elijah.
That's fine. My name is Alasia Hancock. I'm the mother of London.
Oh,
Her daughter is 2 years old. That's London. And she's so cute.
Yeah, she.
I wish I could see them. If you saw the flyer, you'll see her little curly hair out there. Her
Yes,
flyers
my
are
baby
there.
does. She has a lot of curly hair.
She's just a adorable little baby. Look at them eyes. I wanted to do both for y'all at the same time because both of your cases are very similar. And
Yeah, I
now,
was just looking up sorry, I don't know how to pronounce her name. I don't want to butcher it. I was looking up her case and I realized her case is very similar to mine's, but hers is much more important because he's in Mexico. Most people, and I'm hoping he is found, but most kids or most people who go missing in Mexico, they're not found, or some people just don't care enough to look over there.
well, that's why I shared a
Yeah.
video the other day where there was a missing child. Went missing in 1999, over 20 something years ago.
And
And
she
they
was
just,
just
remember,
found.
I shared that, you saw it, and they just found her in Mexico, and she's 20 something years old now. So there is hope, right?
Yeah, there's always hope.
There's always hope.
As long
I
as you
believe
keep
in a
faith,
higher
there's
power. I
always
believe in
hope.
God. I don't know what everybody else believe in, but I believe in God, right? So I always put God first, right?
Indeed.
Yes.
Hansel's name means gift from God.
Oh, look at that.
And my daughter's middle name, Santu, is Defender of Mankind.
Look at that. Look at that. And if you know, every time I do a flyer, I put the prayer hands. You know, I always got to put something, you know, because whew, so
You
there's
gotta leave.
always hope. I was so happy when I saw that little girl was found after 20 something years. Wow, and she was found. So I said, you know, let me put that out there, that video. And I believe, I don't know, did I tag you to that video? Triple?
I don't know if you tagged me on the video or Maricela.
I think I tagged Maricela.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. Trying to give hope. That's why I tagged you. Okay. So let's get into this. Who wants to go first?
She can go first if she wants to.
Maricela, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Maricela. Sorry.
Okay. And anytime you need to stop and take a break, that is okay. There is no, you know.
Yeah, my son's name is Hansel Quiros. He's been missing for 2 years now, going on 2 years, and he was taken by his father into Mexico. He was supposed to only take him for the weekend. He wasn't supposed to leave the country, but he did. Apparently, he got in trouble with the law here in California, so he decided to just take Hansel. And we've been fighting to get him back. And right now, the FBI is on his case. So we're very grateful that they're stepping in and helping us with the case, because it just feels like just jumping hoops, going to court and going to Mexico and everything. It's just a big runaround.
This is her son. He is so adorable. Oh
Huh?
wait, let me take that out. That was the other one, the other before I had enhanced it. Hold on.
And just to let people know, Hansel
There we go.
is a vivacious little boy. He loves playing. He's loud. He's loud. He's loud.
Yeah,
And
he's very active. We have him in wrestling. He's a part of a wrestling group that's called the Tough Kids. That's here in Ballm Park, California, and he loves his friends. He really does. He loves his brothers. He loves his sister. He loves, he just loves being around his family and friends. And one thing about him is when we take him to the park, he plays with all the kids. He makes a game, and he'll be like, "Hey, you want to play? Hey, and he'll start a whole game with all the kids." That's the kind of kid he is.
He's a people pleaser. He loves interacting with other children. Aw.
Yeah, and I have been getting calls from his friends' small parents, like, "Hey, is he back? The kids miss him." So everyone's thinking about him.
Let me just go back a little bit. Let's start from how old is he?
He's gonna be 10 in September.
When he was taken, how old was he?
He
When
was
he was
7.
abducted, how old was he?
He was 7. He was gonna turn 8 in September. He got abducted in June.
Oh, he was 7.
Yeah.
I have to change that because the other flyer that was going around said he was 8.
Yeah, it's because September, he got abducted before his birthday, before he turned 8.
he got abducted 3 months before his birthday.
Yeah.
So he was 7. So I'm gonna put 7 years
And
old.
we were planning on taking him to Legoland and for his birthday, and bringing all his siblings with him because he just loves spending time with his older brothers and his older sister. So,
Okay. What happened that day? You woke up that day, right? Let's start from the beginning. You woke up that day. You was gonna have a visit. He was having a visit with his father, right? How?
yeah,
I want to start with the relationship with you and his father. How was that?
I had to keep his dad at a distance because when after I left, he was trying to get me to go back with him, and I told him no, because the way he was treating me, and it was hard. It was hard to be with him. When I left him, I was weighing 89 pounds. I was 89 pounds. And that was just from, "Oh, you can't eat my food. It's my food. I pay for it."
Really? So
Yeah.
abusive. Controlling? You want? Okay, we say controlling. Was he
Yes.
physically abusive to you?
Yes.
I'm sorry to hear that. I can identify. Um, so he was controlling. He was physically abusive, and that's why you left him.
Yes. And I tried to get the courts to get the supervised visitation, and the court was just like, well, you have no evidence, so I can't say he was that way with you. So it was hard.
Really?
Yeah.
They
Because
didn't give you a order police protection, or did they?
um the they did give me a restraining order, but because he's the father,
Mm.
he has rights. So he
And
got
that
to take them for every other weekend.
and that paper don't mean nothing anyway. It really
Yeah.
don't.
He
Yeah.
still took it.
Yeah. Exactly.
He still took them.
So you woke up in the morning that day with your son, and he knew he was having a visit with his dad. You get him ready. What happened?
Um, well, I know we did call because 2 days before my son Max, my oldest son, his brother, it was his birthday on June 14th, and I was planning. Me and Hansel made plans with Max for when I pick him up on Sunday from his dad. We're gonna go take him out for dinner, and that didn't happen because apparently he after he shortly after he picked up Hansel and a friend took him to pick him up, he hopped on his car and we drove to Mexico with Hansel. I didn't find out until the next day.
So where did he pick him up from? Was it your home?
No, we would do the exchange in front of Ontario Police Station in California.
And he still had the nerve to do what he did. Wow. Unbelievable. Okay. So this wasn't even okay. So the exchange was outside in front of the police station. He picks his son up. You're thinking, all right, I'm going to see my son later. It's just a regular, visit. Was it a monitor visit?
No,
I know it wasn't, but for the people.
no, it wasn't. He got to take Hansel from Friday to Sunday.
So also for the weekend, it was a weekend thing.
Yes.
So you're thinking, I'm going to see my son over the weekend, not a problem. And then the weekend come and
Saturday came and I'm getting a call from a family member saying that his current girlfriend went to the house notifying trying to look for me to notify me that he already drove to Mexico with Hansel. And I did call the police to try to report it that day. We went to the police station. The thing that they said that we can only do is do a awareness check,
A wellness check.
a wellness check, sorry. And they did, but because they said it could be they're just not home right now, but nobody's home right now. So I had to wait until Sunday when he didn't drop him off to report him missing.
And don't forget, Carissa was there when he didn't show up.
And yeah, the girlfriend was there on Sunday when he didn't show up. And she helped us do the police report.
so his own girlfriend was even helping you out.
Backstory on the girlfriend.
Yeah.
He told her their intentions and tried to convince her to go as well. But when he couldn't answer how he was going to provide for her and their son, she decided, I'm going to stay here and where it's safe for me and my child. and we'll figure something out.
Gotcha. Right. I know we talked about that. I wanted the audience to. Mm-hmm.
And forgive me if I chime in. It's just
No,
my
I
story.
want you to. I was about to tell her anytime he wants to come in, come on in. I was just about to tell her that too.
And when it
Wow.
comes to the whole situation, had we known then what we know now, I would have told Maricela Hansel's not going. Because had we known then that he had 2 felony warrants and still has 2 felony warrants for DUI with bodily harm here in California, I would have said let him try to call the police so he can get himself arrested.
Right.
Because it seemed like the plan was he was going to leave that weekend regardless of anything. His car was packed. He added a roof rack to his car to accommodate more luggage. He had already had hotel reservations in Mexico City. So it was a very well thought out and orchestrated plan. He even had a friend of his drive him to pick up Hansel, knowing he could not be seen by the police driving a vehicle.
So this he planned this.
Yes, very, very much so. And I know I mentioned in our conversation, as much as I would like to think he's not smart, I have to give him the benefit of the doubt because we are where we are.
Right. Exactly. Give me
And,
1 minute. Hold on.
okay.
Katie, are you coming? Do you want to come back up? No, she just went down there and then I know she put your social media thing down there, I think.
Yeah, and I want to thank all my friends from the Heal TikTok group for showing up for Hansel. We got Damien's Queen, Main Event Jay,
Yeah.
Kareem. We got Easy in here. We got Jennifer. Thank you guys all coming. Thank you, Godfather, for showing up as well. Thank you, Joey. These are all my friends from TikTok. And
Wow.
it means a lot that you guys are showing up for us and supporting Hansel. We love you guys.
Yes, that means a lot to them. Wow. That's a good thing.
And that's the craziest thing about all of this. Like, the mainstream media won't pick it up here, but like people like you, people like Megan are picking up the ball and they're running with it for Hansel. All my friends in here, they're going to their churches and they're asking for people to pray for us. Like, it's amazing how many people that we didn't know before this, but we know now have come together just because of the love of Hansel.
Right. That's right. We all work together. And you know what? If we keep pushing this and calling the news stations, I really believe they will pick this up because he took this baby across the border.
It's a violation of the Hague Convention. And the Hague Convention is an offshoot of the Geneva Convention. And it's meant to protect civilian families from these situations. Because in old war times, what would happen is the warriors would take someone, the kids, the women, and it violates, it's technically a war crime if you really look at it. So
I'm going to look up some of the laws.
and the Hague Convention is recognized by the United Nations. There are a ton of signatory countries that have signed to this treaty. Germany, France, Spain, anybody who's in NATO is a part of this convention, to include Mexico. And kidnapping is an equal crime in Mexico. That means there can be legal implications for him if he's caught in Mexico as well.
Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. I sent that. Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. I sent that by mistake. Sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. It was one of your friends.
No, and the day of the abduction, or rather, that when we got the news of the abduction, we called the sheriff's department. We sent him down to his apartment. Because of the court order, our hands were legally tied. So Sunday, he doesn't show up. The girlfriend's there. We file the police report. I do what I know how to do, and I start posting. Then the RAD movement from San Diego, California contacted us. They got confirmation through Border Patrol and ICE that they did cross the San Diego border at around 50 Friday evening. Throughout Saturday, they traveled through Durango, Mexico, and other states to get to Mexico City, where he met up with his mother, and he stashed his vehicle at his father's house in Mexico City.
And that's another thing. That vehicle from the other flyer, y'all. Hold on. Damien is your friend, right?
Yeah, Damien's Queen.
Okay. I had hit him up here by mistake, but he might as well stay up here. Is that okay?
That's fine. Chelsea's a very good person.
Okay. Hey, Damien.
I'm a girl, but hi.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're fine. You're fine.
Her
When I
favorite
tell you
wrestler.
I mess up names, I tell you no lie.
Well, she's part of the wrestling community I'm a part of on here, and she's a big fan of Damian Priest. So that's her favorite wrestler. So that's why she's. But her name is Chelsea.
Hi,
She's very.
Chelsea. Welcome. Hi, Arctic Fox. That's another thing. The flyer that went on before, and this flyer also, I had put the license plate and everything, because remember we talked about that he changes vehicles, right?
Yeah,
But
he's
then
got
I
a
had
different
thought,
vehicle
I
now.
said, you know what? I'm gonna put it because just in case he sold that vehicle to somebody else, they would know, like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
This looked familiar. So I
here's the
put
thing.
it, but I let them know he changed vehicles.
Here's the thing about that vehicle. I doubt he's gonna sell it, and
You
I'll
don't
tell you.
think so?
He's put so much money into that car. He loves it. He's altered that car and modified that car, so it's his pride and joy. And in the case that for some reason he wants to try to run up back here, that would be the vehicle he'd get it in. But he has it stored at his father's house in Mexico because it would cost him too much money, and there would be too many legal complications for him to flip it over to Mexico.
Got you. Wow. Okay. So he ain't gonna get rid of this vehicle.
He's a stubborn man. He's a stubborn man.
He gonna make a mistake. It's gonna be his downfall. This is gonna make a mistake. They always do. They always make a mistake.
The thing is, it's like
They always do.
Hansel is a very active child, right? And you have to engage Hansel because if you don't, he's gonna drive you up the wall, right? That's what kids do. Okay, so it takes a lot of patience and going through the process with Hansel. So that's one thing we're concerned about because he has been known to be heavy-handed.
I was about to ask you that.
Hansel has a very, very, very healthy fear of his father.
Really?
Yes, a very healthy fear of his father. To the point where we would pick him up on Sunday and I'd be like, hey, let's go cut your hair like a mohawk and do it red like the guy from Cobra Kai. And he would start crying at the thought of it, even though he really wanted to do it because he was afraid of how his father would react. There was a time Maricela was dealing with a medical issue. So she was in the care of a doctor during the time of the exchange. So I took Hansel for the exchange. Mind you, we are in front of the doors of the Ontario Police Department in Ontario, California. And this guy wants to try to start a fight with me in front of the police department. All I said was like, hey, I am just here to make sure Hansel goes with you for the weekend.
Right.
All I'm here to do. He even flinched at me, and all I said is, hey, that's not needed. Hansel, go enjoy your weekend with your dad. Right? And am I a nice guy? Yes, but I'm an Army veteran. I grew up in a rough neighborhood, and I don't take flack from anybody. But at the same time, I know when it's beneficial for me to react and when it's not beneficial for me to react.
Exactly.
He's even had Hansel drive him by our apartments so he can try to scope out what's going on. And my thing is if he wanted more time with Hansel, all he had to do is go to the courts. If he wanted more time with Hansel, all he had to do was ask for it. I'm not here to replace anybody's father. I'm here to enhance Hansel's life.
That's right. And the fact that he even has a DUI, right?
2 of them.
2 DUIs, driving with a license still.
Not to mention, his visa expired beyond 7, 8 years ago.
So how the hell did he go to the?
Welcome to the politics of California. And I'm not trying to get political, but I got to keep it real. If certain laws were enforced more than others, then this wouldn't have happened. I remember going with my family on vacations to Mexico as a child and being asked both ways, are these children yours? Do you have the documents for these children?
I remember going to El Paso because I grew up going back and forth with my grandma's from El Paso, and they would get on the bus, and when we would cross the border from California to Arizona, they would ask us, "Are you an American citizen?" And then my grandma would have to tell me, "Remember when they asked you? Say yes."
Right.
There was no balances. And I mean, thank God now we have the FBI on it. Interpol has been on it for a while, but I got to be honest, when FBI got involved, things started moving. Like, it's not at a super rapid pace, but we're getting more communication now than we did before.
Let me ask you, his phone. Have has they tracked his phone movements or?
They're trying to,
He keeps
the,
changing the phone number.
but you know how burner phones are. But I mean, and we're not privy to everything the FBI is doing, but just know they're working. The FBI did have a conversation with him via his girlfriend, and they told him, you can bring Hansel to the border, and this all goes away. You can stay over there, and we won't mess with you. Have a nice life.
Right.
Or you can keep doing this, and we're going to come for you, and we're going to get you, and we're going to bring Hansel back, and you're going to have legal troubles.
Right. You told me that, yeah.
Hansel has a lawyer here in the States. Hansel has a lawyer in Mexico.
This is their son, y'all. If you're new and you're just coming in, we have two families who are desperately heartbroken because their children have been abducted by the father of their child. Right now, we are talking about at the time he was 7 years old, right? 7 years old, Hansel, who was supposed to be just going on a weekend visit with his father. But his father decided to take him across the border to Mexico and never return him back to his mother and his father. But now he says his stepfather, but I say his father.
And I want to make something clear. Hansel didn't know any Spanish. Okay? Hansel would stick out like a sore thumb in Mexico because he's such an American kid.
Wow.
Fortnite, Roblox, Sonic the Hedgehog, WWE. He's just that kid. And I know we've mentioned wrestling a couple times.
Yeah. He loves wrestling.
He's a big part of what I do in wrestling. He's at every show with us. He's in the locker rooms.
Aww.
These wrestlers, he calls these wrestlers aunties and uncles. The current What a Drag Wrestling Tag Team Champions are his godparents. Right? Like,
imagine they going through it right now.
And I thank everybody in the wrestling industry that's spreading the word about Hansel. You know, we got guys like Duke Lawrence who wear Hansel's name on his arm when he wrestles. He used to talk to Hansel about Pokemon cards till the cows came home.
He loves Pokemon cards.
Then there's Mama Way. Mama Way is one of our dear friends. She's the mother of a wrestler that I'm very good friends with. And I tell you what, every time she sees him at a show, he walks away with a new action figure.
Aww.
So Hansel's a loved kid. He's missed. Our house is too quiet. Our house is too quiet. I don't hear his laughter. I can't argue with him about whose Power Rangers are better. Right?
What? I was gonna ask you that. What is your? I know every memory, of course, is a favorite memory, but tell us something that you and him always do on the weekend. Just you and your son.
Well, we take him to the park a lot.
No, to him. I
Me?
want to hear. I want to, and then I'm gonna go to you.
We do so much
I'm gonna
together.
go to you.
I was teaching him how to play Dragon Ball Z on the PlayStation 2 because I like my old PlayStation 2. I love watching wrestling with him and then watching him pop. That's what we call it in wrestling when the crowd gets excited for the very guy. When he pops for Cody Rhodes. I'll never forget the first day Hansel came into my life. He ran up to me. He hugged me and said, I love you. You're my dad now. First day I met him.
She was saying that. Yeah. Wow.
You know, it's not every day a guy gets multiple shots at raising sons.
Mm.
And Hansel's the baby, and I have a hard time disciplining Hansel. Because he reminds me of me when I was a kid. He's loud, he talks a lot, he's rambunctious, he's curious. And I got in trouble for all those things. So how am I going to put him in trouble for being that way? I remember a story, this is funny. We took him to CreepyCon, right? This is like a horror convention over here. And Maricel and I had decided he wasn't going to get that vaccine. We felt he was too young.
Mm.
But I had a digital copy of mine and a physical copy of my vaccine record. And you needed to be vaccinated to go in. So we told him, today, you're little Mikey Jr. You're little Mikey Jr. and this is your card. And he goes, no, you tell me to be myself, so I'm Hansel. Like the things he would say would blow your mind. Like we're driving by a church and he rolls down the window and he yells at the people, are you really friends with Jesus?
Oh, you want to know?
Like he's an inquisitive, he's a charismatic. He'll upset you, but it's so hard to stay that way.
You just can't, right?
Yeah, 'cause
Aw, he's a kid.
yeah. He has his little race car bed.
I'm so sorry.
It's not the same. Like I get invited to like the big wrestling shows, like the Monday Night Raws, and all this, and I don't have the want to go to it without him.
Because he's always there with you.
We took him to his very first Friday night SmackDown. I worked for a car dealership that had a private box in the arena, and we got the ticket. And when Roman Reigns came out, you should have seen his face. It's priceless. When we took him to meet Rey Mysterio, I was so excited for that. It's like that's all we want. That glowing what I will never punish him again if I can just hear him running around and yelling and making noise in our apartment.
Wow. This is really, I'm surprised and I'm really disappointed that the news hasn't picked it up, but I'm not surprised. I'm really not because this is the shit they do, but we're going to try our best to get the news to pick this up.
Thank you.
Mom, give me a memory that you and your son do.
There was this one time he got on top of the play area at the park. He got on top of it and he's like, "You know where you are? You're in the jungle, baby."
I'm wow. He sound like a fun kid. I love kids. I'm sorry. I love kids. Oh my God.
He'll come out to me like during the day. He'll come out of school and he'll be like, "Mommy, mommy, look at I'm trying out this new joke," and he'll say something, and he was like, "Was it funny?" And I'm like, "You could try a little harder. Let's work on that together."
He's a clever kid. He's
Yeah.
a quick-witted kid.
I want you to look. Look at your baby.
That's when we took him to Universal City Walk.
What would you say to him right now?
That I love you and I miss you so much. I wish I could talk to you, hear your voice.
You're stronger than you know, kid. You're tough as nails. It's only a little bit longer before you come home.
And your brother's waiting for you to come home so he could play Mortal Kombat with you on the PlayStation.
Got your lightsaber. Got your wrestling belts, Mule. We just can't wait to have you. Don't worry about all the holidays you missed. Your family members are going to be confused as fuck, but when we show up, they're just going to put something in the bag, okay? Because you missed Halloween, you didn't get Halloween. We got a lot of birthdays to catch up on. I just can't wait to have you home.
I'm going to show you another picture. Bear with me. And I want you to go right from your inside of your gut and get all your feelings out right now.
Ironically enough, I don't have any malice towards this man.
But just tell him what you want from him. Tell him you want your baby back.
Felipe, we just... You know you wanted your time with your son, and that's great. And there's another way we can figure this out. But it's time for Hansel to come home.
That's right.
He can't live like that, jumping place to place, not able to feel safe and relax in one spot.
Felipe, think about his education. He's going on missing 3 years of school.
Mm.
I miss him and I love him so much. I want to hear him. I want to talk to him. I want to hug him.
Felipe, man to man, father to father, you know what you're doing is wrong. It's time to end this. It's time to end this. I know Hansel's attached to his mother. I know he's hurting. I don't know what you've told him, but I know Hansel's smart, and he can filter through the BS. Bring him home. Nothing else has to happen. Bring him home. You have another son that you can be a part of his life. But just bring Hansel home and go on and live your life in peace and happiness. And let us live our life in peace and happiness. And once all this legal mess is figured out, we can figure out an opportunity for you. And if not, just know Hansel's always going to be taken care of to the highest quality. He always comes first with us. Our world revolves around his, not the other way around. You know what you're doing is selfish and wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Man of God, you know this. You know that Christ said this isn't the way.
Mm-hmm.
We're not supposed to hurt each other. I don't have any animosity against you. As a father, I kind of understand your mentality. You're a desperate man in a desperate situation. But yeah, enough is enough. It's all the way.
Mm. Ooh. That was deep.
I pray for this man. I pray that God touches his heart and touches his brain and shows him what's really going on. He suffers from a condition I call false machismo. Everybody thinks it takes a lot of bravado. You gotta have a pop chest. You gotta be a big arm. You gotta drink a lot of alcohol. That's not machismo. Machismo is taking care of your wife and your kids. Machismo is being an honorable man. Machismo is what my father taught me. Walking 12 miles to a train station every day to provide for his children, even though he had injuries from the Vietnam War. Machismo is putting your family first and yourself last and doing what you need to do to be the provider and protector of your family.
That's right. Wow. Oof. I'm gonna keep you in my prayers. We have stuff behind the scenes that we're gonna be working on. Katie, I know you're quiet back there. You want to say anything before Layla speaks on her case?
I really don't have too much to say. I mean, I think they covered everything
Yeah.
well. Um, and we will be working behind the scenes. I know times may be tough and seem like things aren't taking place, but it'll get there. We will try our hardest to do anything to bring him home.
I appreciate everybody's help, everyone sharing his story and liking his posters, and
Yeah. Keep sharing it. Keep sharing. And not just on Facebook, but every platform. X, Instagram, TikTok, Clapper, YouTube, Newsbreak. Listen, all of them. Share on all platforms, y'all. Go live on it. I'm gonna go live again just to talk about their case this week. So and some other cases that I saw that really disturbs me. But with their case, we're gonna be going live, me and Katie. And there we have a journalist that is. Remember I told you she does the news stuff and a lot of stuff with Nancy Grace and stuff. I don't know. I hope she's okay because she was supposed to join today, but behind the scenes, she's going to be working on stuff too. I actually want you to meet her. I gave the recording to her. Mama, I told you if I could record what we was doing yesterday, so I did send it to her. But I do want you to meet her. But we'll talk about that behind the scenes and stuff. But we're definitely going to be working together. Okay?
okay.
All right. Layla. Oh, am I saying her name wrong? Layla?
Lele.
Lele. Thank you.
Yes, it's Lele.
Lele. Hi, Lele. Can you tell
Hi.
everybody who you are?
Hi, I'm Malaysia Hancox. I'm the mother of London Hancox.
And that's her beautiful little girl, 2 years old. What happened to London?
Is it okay if my mother joins the live?
Yes,
There are some things that she can say that I can't right now,
of
and I want to
course.
be able to say it.
Of course. Anybody that you is supporting you can join. Yes, of course.
I don't know how to request or send a live out.
Oh, okay. Let me see. Where is she in the audience?
Yes,
Okay, what's her name?
Mindy B.
Mindy. Let me see. Oh, did she send a message maybe? Is that? No, that's not her.
That's
Right?
her. I just sent the message saying that's my mom.
Wait, hold on. I didn't see. Oh, Mindy right here. Okay. Wait, no. Wait.
She has a circle with an L.
Right here? Invite Lavin? No. Tell her to send me to write something so I know that's her. Invite Lavin to join. No, I don't know who that is.
She's in the comments above.
Mindy.
She sent a comment.
She sent a comment before? Okay. It might be under here somewhere.
Her profile is like a bright pink or maybe like a purplish L.
Let me see. Oh, right here, Mindy. It's an
Yes.
L. No, let me see.
Okay, give me 1 second. She actually
Let me
left.
see. Let me see.
Okay, give me 1 second. She actually
Let me
left.
see. Let me see.
Mom. She just commented.
Oh, she did. Okay, so let me go back. She's here. Mercy Court. Yeah. Mindy, right here. Is this her
Yes.
with the L?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Mindy B. Got you. I'm following her, and I got her as a guest. There you go. There we go. I'm following her too. Hello. Good
Hi.
evening. Hi. I want to start off with saying I'm so sorry what you and your daughter and the rest of your family are going through. You should not have to be going through this.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So can you tell us what happened to Little London?
Yeah, so um
Yes,
my
sir.
daughter went to visit some friends in Colorado Springs, and Ethan got wind that my daughter, which is Alasia, was gonna be in Colorado Springs. So he gets in touch with my daughter to ask her if he can see London while she's out there because he doesn't get to see her. And mind you, that is because of him. She's given him plenty of opportunities to be a father. He showed that by him not being in London's life was his choice. So he's like, I don't get to see her often. So my daughter was like, okay, well, I'll go ahead and let him see her. He hasn't seen her, even though he doesn't help with her, but she feels like it's still good for her to know her father.
Right.
So he comes by to see her. Long story short, she needed a sippy cup, and she wanted a her sippy cup or something to drink. So Alasia goes in the house to get her sippy cup. She comes back out. Ethan and my grandbaby is gone. We called him and called him and called him, asking him to bring London back. We even gave him to the following day to bring London back. He kept telling her he would return her, he would return her. Then all of a sudden, my daughter's calling to find out. Okay, I went ahead and let you keep her for a couple of days and not didn't go off on you. It's time for you to bring London home. No phone calls. He stopped answering phone calls. Then the phone eventually becomes disconnected. He blocks her on all social media. Um, ever since then, we have not seen from or heard from London, and it's been almost 8 9 months since we've seen London. Um, we're not asking for full custody. Like, we would love for him to be a father if he was able to. The fact that my daughter has been put in jail because she went to get her daughter back. Once Ethan stopped answering all phone calls, no communication for days, my daughter went to his mother's house, which is his last known address. Before she went to that address, she called Colorado Springs Police Department 9 times. We actually have verification. We have verification showing how many times we called Colorado Springs Police Department, which is El Paso Police Department. 9 times they would do nothing about it. So then that's when my daughter went to go get her daughter back. They ended up pressing charges on her for felony menacing because she went over there to trying to get her daughter back. She tried with your guys' help. She tried to do it
Right.
with the law, and she got no assistance from the law. Had you guys went over there and heard her story and heard her side, an Amber Alert could have been put out for London. But since you guys didn't go hear her side, there was no Amber Alert put out for London. They just automatically took the father's side, and she's been with her father ever since. They didn't run his record. He has a record, a criminal history on paper. Alasia, my daughter, which is my daughter, she has no record at all. They chose to let My grandbaby stayed with a drug addict. He does drugs. Right before he stole London, he was staying in a homeless shelter in Colorado Springs. I told him, check it out. Go ask the homeless shelter. I told them which shelter it was. They didn't go check that out. So if he was staying in a homeless shelter, how in the heck can he possibly take care of a child if you were just in a homeless shelter? We don't mind you being a father to London. If you're going to be a good, genuine father to her, by all means. My daughter wants to break a generational curse, which is, the kids not having their fathers in their lives. So she would love for London to have her father in her life, but she would like to be a part of her own daughter's life as well. You can't just take her from the mom and say, you're not going to see her anymore. And with her being so young, she's only 2. She does not know this man. She doesn't know this man. And it's terrifying that she has to be removed from someone that has cared for her and loved her and nurtured her. Now she's with this man who is legally her father, but not. She doesn't know him. And look what position you put them in. And instead of hearing both sides, the mother and the father side, nobody has ever done that. Nobody's done that. They just let him keep London. And he has a record a mile long. He's a drug addict. He lived with me at one point. I had to kick him out of my house because I caught him doing drugs in my house. So,
when I heard, because I thought that that London was on like a visitation with him, and then right when I heard that he was that trifling and sneaky to wait
absolutely.
until she got a snack for her baby,
Absolutely.
I said, what?
To take the baby.
To take the baby? That is
Absolutely.
just kidnapping.
And then recently, I don't know how, but he ended up with my phone number. He contacted me saying, how can I get help with London? I knew it was him because during our texts back and forth, he named off a couple of family members that only he would know because he lived with me. That's why I told Alasia I knew it was him because he named off her 2 cousins. He said that he would allow us to come get London if we took her to the sheriff department. If we met him at the sheriff department in El Paso County, Colorado Springs, he would only agree to give London back at the sheriff department's office in Colorado Springs. So we got gassed up and went to Colorado Springs Sheriff Department. As soon as we got there, we contacted him and asked him, are you going to come? We're here. Can you bring London? Are you going to come? He sent me the FU finger emoji. He also sent the sheriff department the FU finger emoji as well because they texted as well.
And that day, well, the sheriff department basically said after him sending my mom and the sheriff department the middle finger emoji, there's nothing else they can do. They're basically saying he's above the law. We're basically kind of scared of him. Basically,
What?
He has basically had 4 court orders saying that London has been legally deemed abducted. We went to the Denver courthouse and we've got court papers again and again and again. The judge reached out to Denver's missing persons for my daughter, and she also said that legally London is abducted, and it is El Paso County's duty to go to this certain address, get London back, all means necessary to go and remove London from the home. I don't know why they won't. They are actually letting him be above the law at this point.
Now, can you talk about what happened with the grandmother when she threatened you with saying about she's gonna hurt the baby?
that wasn't the grandmother. We had it was literally the next day we had left from Colorado Springs. My auntie got a random text message saying if me and my mom and the other family members that showed to support me to get my baby back, if he would ever to show up to his mother's house again, he would hurt London and anyone who came near the house.
He actually said, I quote, come back to my mother's house because we went. Like the police wasn't going to help us. We called you guys. You guys wouldn't help us. So we went over there ourselves.
That's right.
Come to my mother's house again and watch what we do to London and anybody else that comes to this house. That's exactly what we said. We saved the screenshot. We still have that screenshot. We've contacted CPS. They will not remove her. I
Police.
told her, I don't care if you guys take custody of her. We don't care if you guys take her. We want you to take her. Go take her. They won't go take her.
That's very scary. And he said that?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Unfortunately.
And so in the recent texts that I have with him
Monster.
texting me, he's admitting in the text messages that he's texting me, he admitted to kidnapping her. He admitted to abducting her. He admitting that he's running with her. He cannot say it wasn't him, just like I told my daughter, because of the simple fact that he's mentioning family members' names that only he would know. There's no way his friends or relatives could know these family members' names. That's how I know it's him.
Names at that. There's no way his family members or friends or whoever would know my cousin's nicknames.
Right. These are nicknames. You have to have been around my family, living with us, or just around my family for a certain amount of time to know these nicknames of my family members. Those are the names he put in these messages. That's exactly how I know it's her baby father.
Has he ever been abusive to you?
No, ma'am, but verbally, yes, ma'am.
Physically?
No, ma'am. He knows never to put his hands on me.
But the fact that we know that he's not capable of taking care of a baby, let alone himself, because he's always been homeless. He's a drug addict because I've actually witnessed him using drugs, which is why I had to put him out of my house. And why no one of authority is even running his name. No one is running his name. No one is looking at his background.
He has a job right now,
Does
and
he have a warrant?
like
I don't think he has a warrant because and I don't care the fact that he is her father and he's on the birth certificate. The way he took her was abducting. He stole her. It was not with permission.
Yeah,
So
it was trifling.
I think that's why no one is looking to put a warrant out for his arrest or to make him legally responsible for this. And not to mention he texts my phone asking for help with London.
meaning he cannot provide for my
Can't
baby.
provide for her. If you can't provide for her, what are you making her stay with you for? I told him, I said, you're making her suffer. Ethan, she's suffering. You can't provide for this baby. Bring her home.
That's right.
So we under the assumption that he's going to be a man of his word. I gave him a chance to be a man and be of his word. And I took him for his word. We drove to Colorado Springs and he gave us the FU finger emoji. So basically, we've got to do what we got to do other ways. So we're going to keep going. We're going to keep pushing. We're going to put out t-shirts. We're going to go to Colorado Springs and hang up flyers. We're not stopping until we get London.
Yeah, that's
Even
right.
though this could, result me in getting arrested and, possibly.
Yeah, we have her probation officer's been calling her, threatening her, telling her he's gonna put her in jail if she keeps putting up London, if she keeps sharing all the missing posters
on
and
what I
missing
post
stuff.
on my social
Yeah,
media.
yeah,
He can't do that.
he's
You're not
definitely
allowed to
telling
give
her.
me
Yeah,
law advice at all.
What
yeah.
the hell?
You're not supposed to give me a probation officer is not supposed to get law advice at all. My lawyer is supposed to do that, not him.
Now let me ask you a question. I know the other day we was talking about is she even as a missing person? Does she have a missing? What happened with that?
As of her being a missing person, me and my mom a couple of days ago, we went to again file her as abducted, and the judge accepted that one again. This is like maybe the fifth time they have accepted it. we had a detective reach us out from missing persons. His name is Detective Bain. He told us if we can get the papers filed again, we would be able to get my daughter back and help me, possibly get a case on Ethan, charging him for what he's done because he cannot get away with it.
Oh, he did tell you that the other day?
He told me that a while back, not a while back, but like I would say 2 weeks ago. He told me that, and then a couple of days ago, he called me and said, well, the paperwork aren't filed, which they are. We have physical receipts of us going to the court and filing the paperwork. We have to pay money to file them in the court. So we told him we filed it already. He told us to go down to the police station and file them there. We went to the police station. They told us they don't file missing persons. And they when we walked in the police station, there was this policewoman. She gave me my daughter's name. She said, "Are you guys here about London?" We said, "Yes." She was like, "Hold on, let me make sure." She went back to her computer, came back, gave me my daughter's full name, and basically said a Detective Bain reported her missing, but there's no missing case at all. I called to check the other day to see if my baby was missing or how can I get a case number and see that she's missing.
Right.
What can I do to, put on flyers to know, like, everybody knows this is not no joke. My baby is actually out there missing somewhere with someone she doesn't know. Basically told me that she's not filed as a missing person and Detective Bain has jumped off the case. Then called me again and said he would be able to help me if I go refile the paperwork again. Me and my mom had just came back from Colorado Springs. My mom was tired, but conjured up the strength to drive me maybe 30 minutes from where our location was to the nearest police station near our house. Not their house, our house. And we sat there and asked them, like, well, what can we do to report her missing and stuff? I can't go report her missing due to I might be in trouble with probation because of what's going on. So I don't want to, walk into something that I don't know what's going on. So they said she's not missing. Detective Bain then proceeded to call me again, keep telling me to file the paperwork. I told him, I said, I no longer want you on my daughter's case. You're basically playing in my face.
She what?
He's basically playing in my face like this
right.
is a game. This is not a game. My baby's life is on the line.
One moment he's calling saying that he can help. The next moment he can't help. One moment you can help. The next moment you can't. If you are not going to help, there's no need to contact Alasia anymore. We need someone to contact that's gonna help.
Right. And you know what I'm thinking? I think if you like a little don't if you are a little afraid to not file the report, I think your mother could file the report. It could be anybody.
I said I was gonna just go file my grandbaby message, and not to mention we got text messages asking. I got a text message saying that my daughter Alasia is dead. Am I going to be attending her funeral?
Excuse me?
Well, correction. My ex-significant other of mine texted me, called me panicking, crying, saying
there's text messages going around saying that my daughter is dead. Mm-hmm. Will we be attending a funeral? I said, what the hell are they talking about? That's no one but Ethan. While my daughter was in jail mind you, she's in jail for trying to get her daughter back. While she's in jail, she was told that London was dead.
I had a female. She had just been put in our pod. I was rooming with her. She came up to me and was like, "Hey, are you London Dynasty sent to Osborne Hancock's mom?" I looked at her very confused because I've never seen that lady ever in my life. She was a little bit older than me, but not that older. Maybe 4 years older than me. I'm like, how do you know my daughter's full name? Where did you get my daughter's name? She was like, I got arrested when it all happened, but your daughter's in the ICU. I don't have any other information because I got arrested. I'm like, what do you mean my daughter's in the ICU? She wouldn't give me no type of information, no nothing, just my daughter's in the ICU. When I called my attorney, I told her, I'm like, hey, my daughter's in the ICU. I don't know what to do. I'm in here and my baby's been gone from me for a minute, so I'm freaking out. Can you find anything out? My attorney proceeded to tell me a couple of days later that she did find out that my baby was in the ICU. I asked her where. She didn't tell me where. It took my mom to call around to see where my baby was, and my baby was never found. To this day, I still don't know where my baby is, if she's alive, if she's okay, if she's being fed well, if she got good hygiene, if her hair is being properly took care of. I don't
She
know.
also has what is that she has?
My baby has they
Autism.
diagnosed her with functioning autism.
Oh wow. Okay, I didn't know that. I could have put that on the post the flyer.
Yes,
It's
ma'am. They
important.
diagnosed my baby when she was about, I think, it was 2 months before her birthday. We went to go check her out because she had just got RSV. I caught RSV for my baby,
I'm gonna
thank
put that
God,
on
because RSV is something it was really bad back then. They didn't have, it was just coming up and they didn't have vaccines. So the only way I found out my daughter had RSV is when my mom basically saw me basically like looking like I was gonna pass out.
Yes, you did say that. Right.
And they took me to the hospital. They swallowed my nose for COVID, RSV. They came back and told me I did have RSV, and there was basically nothing that they could do. I had to basically sweat it out. I felt like I was dying. Like my mom's up with me 3, 4 o'clock in the morning getting my baby because I can't breathe. Like I'm wheezing to the point where I'm bending over trying to catch my breath like I just ran 5 miles. So we went to go get her checked up.
No, go ahead.
We went to go get her checked up, and that's when they told us she was showing signs of autism. They gave her some little tests. I wasn't able to be back there when they tested her because I guess it would be a distraction and they needed her full attention. Came back and told me that she has functioning autism. I kind of freaked out because I didn't know what to do. There's nothing you can basically do. She's a normal child. She just thinks different than other kids. She thinks faster. My baby doesn't like when things change. She doesn't like changes at all. And I kind of caught on to the point where I was like, okay, I got to kind of take it slow with my baby, but not that slow because she's a fast learner. She's a fast learner.
Makes it even the case is serious. This makes it even more.
That right there is no reason why she's not considered missing person and emergency.
Right, for Amber Alert.
Yes, they proceeded to tell me and my mom the
Do they
other.
know that she is that she has autism?
No, I didn't think it was
No,
important.
you got to tell them that because now
Please provide
now
proof
it's
of
a
that.
whole now they have to do something now.
I
Things got
definitely will.
you got to tell them that because now this is an
Absolutely
emergency.
change it and push it a lot harder.
Yes, this is an emergency. They have to put emergency medical Amber Alert. Right? It's like medical Amber Alert.
That'll be
Or something like that.
emergency, Amber Alert, or like a Silver Alert. All areas are different. I don't know
What that area, but they definitely have to do something
state
now.
does it. It would definitely be a more
Or they have a
alarming.
lawsuit on their ass.
Yep.
Yes, absolutely. I told her it's been difficult, but I've been trying to search
So I'm making phone calls tomorrow, baby.
and find a lawyer that would actually listen to the case and take the case on. I know if they listen to every detail that we have, she definitely has a winning case. We have the screenshots of where Alasia pressed 911. She repeatedly called 911 to El Paso County when this happened and did not get help. That's when she proceeded to go herself.
Considering the fact of how much proof you guys have, there is absolutely no reason. None.
Right. Right. And then they charged her with felony menacing without having proof of her actually being there. The police officer, whenever they showed up, they just put the charge on her. They had no proof of her even being over there. That was by word of mouth. They charged her by word of mouth. She was not on the scene when the police arrived. She was not there.
Can you talk about who was the lady that was trying to send you away and you found out who she was?
Her name is Ashlyn.
That blew me away.
Name. It was Ashlyn, and then she referred me to another lady that I am going to admit, Miss Ashlyn did end up getting me a good deal, you know, getting out without serving jail time. But I did recognize her. I recognized her. And the only way I recognized her is because after my baby was born on the 19th, we spent Thanksgiving with his parents and his parents' parents. And his parents, you know, sisters, brothers, you know, other kin. She was sitting there, like directly, like right across from my daughter. She was holding my daughter. I had got tired. It was way before I had my daughter. I was going trick or treating with some little kids with my baby father. She was helping me in the house because I felt like I was having, well, I was. There were early contractions that I just couldn't have my daughter at that time. She was helping me in the house when I was like feeling like I was having contractions, getting me water. It just didn't click until I saw her my second court date.
And she was who?
I have no idea who she was. She
No,
was
no, no,
just
no, no. I mean, like, was she was your DA, the attorney?
my attorney, my public offender.
Right.
Defender.
And I say that because that tells me who he has big people in his family.
Absolutely. I said the same thing.
So now, see, I know he's watching, so I got to watch what I say on here, but we're going to talk behind the scenes because you know, they always watch.
He's watching.
They
I know
always watch. You know what I mean?
But the thing is that the reason why he's running with her is because he knows he definitely cannot prove legally. He cannot prove that he can provide for London. He cannot. He cannot show a lease with his name on it, not with a girlfriend's name on it, with actually his name and London's name on it. Alasia can do that. Alasia
Have her on my Medicaid. I have
she's in
government
Medicaid. Yeah, Alasia's in school. She's enrolled in school. Alicia's trying to change her life. She's recently about to be baptized here soon. We haven't got the date yet, but she's about to be baptized soon. My
Right.
daughter definitely did a 360 after this has happened and turned her whole life around. And it's been an ongoing battle up and down to get London back. Not to mention her mental health while she was in jail. Mind you, Alasia's not ever had a charge in her life. She's never been to jail in her life. So when she's in jail serving all this time, she was roomed. She had a bunkie that actually threw up. She was a drug head bunkie that was coming down off of drugs. She actually threw up and defecated all over my daughter. My daughter was made to sit in that jail outfit with throw up and defecation on it for over 2 or 3 hours before they would allow her to change.
2 days.
Or
2 days?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I kept asking them for a new bra, new underwear. They kept switching officers, and the male officers kept telling me this is while I was in Denver jail. The male officers kept telling me there's nothing we can do. We can't go down there and get you clothes. Have your family pay for you some sweats. And I said I can't sit here smelling like this. They basically ignored me the whole time until I got literally. I told them, if they don't tell nobody, I'm going to call my mom, and my mom is going to come down here raising havoc. I got in touch with a female officer because I was crying. I was crying. Mind you, my whole body, down to my head, was soaked in this female's throw up.
What was can you tell them what your charge was?
Originally, what they arrested me and told me was felony menacing, but when I went back to court, they tried to charge me with 8 more charges.
Now her charge was because she was trying to go pick up her baby, y'all.
Absolutely. She just went to the door and demanded them to give her child.
He kidnapped her baby while she was going to get her baby a snack from the kitchen. The baby had no toys, no outfit, and now the baby, we know that the baby has autism. So this is even more scarier. He's not capable of caring for a child. I mean, I don't know him, but for what it sounds like.
No, ma'am. I had to teach him how to basically cook. Mind you, I didn't know how to cook, but I knew how to cook some things. I had to teach him how to cook. I had to teach him how to do the dishes. My mom had to get on his behind how to take out the trash.
So he definitely, if he didn't know that, what makes him think he gonna take care of a child with autism? This is
Yeah, he
very.
didn't know
This,
how to clean up.
oh man.
And then we believe the whole time that he's had her, we don't know if she's been able to be taken to the hospital or to doctor's appointments or anything because her Medicaid is in Denver, Colorado. It's nowhere else.
And I have my chart, so anything, any doctor visits, no matter where she has seen, it pops up on my phone as soon as they exit the facility. I haven't got nothing from my baby.
I'm so sorry. Do you have his phone number still?
We
We
did have his
did, but
phone
it's
number, but he
disconnected.
disconnected it. Yes,
That's connected, right?
yes.
All I know from a friend of mine who's also a friend of his, well, not a friend of his anymore. He's basically on my side. He doesn't want anything to do with him. Basically, still has him on Facebook, and he's been telling me like he has a new car and stuff, or a new truck, but it looks in very bad condition. And I'm wondering like, how are you? It's only like a one-seater old truck. It's only one seat, like a one roll of seat. How are you having like my baby? You know,
Right.
she in this
Right.
truck. How are y'all taking her places? If she has a car seat, y'all need to get a different car or a different truck or something because that one front row seat is not gonna do it.
And
And
on
I
top of that, he's not even supposed to be driving. He's not
yes,
supposed to.
Right.
say that I know him from experience before I even had my daughter. He was my best friend. He got arrested at my foster mom's house. It was 4 police officers at the window I was sleeping in, 5 police officers at the back door, and 3 police officers at the front door waiting for him to come out. So whatever he did so badly, for all the police officers to be right there,
Mm.
that. So I went outside because he had asked for me. He was crying and told my foster mom to come out to come get me. They told me and my foster mom because that's who he was in the care of. He stole a car to go pick up some females and some drugs. And I forgot where he said they drove, but he ended up driving the car into a wall. That's why he's not allowed to get a license or anything.
What kind of drugs do he do?
They are called. He does coke,
We looked it up.
and there are
He
drugs
does.
called
He
blues.
does coke and he does blues,
We looked that up. Katie,
and
can you
he
tell us what blues is?
and he also does crystal meth. Blues are another word for fentanyl.
Thank you. Yes, we looked it up. Mm-hmm.
Blues are another word for fentanyl. So, coke,
Very
blues,
dangerous.
coke, blues, and crystal meth. I know for a fact he does.
Yeah, I have
So,
several other family members who have seen him doing those.
so everybody that's here and in the audience, right? Can you? God, we have a 2 years old baby whose father does fentanyl. We know that that is a number one. Well, every drug is a killer, but I have showed y'all videos of how kids have died from the smell of that getting into their system.
Yep.
Please, please share this live out. We have to do anything possible to get this baby home with her mother.
And it's sad. I can't even cry no more. That's how hurt I am. I sleep with my baby's blanket every night.
And now this case takes another turn because we know that she has autism, and now you got to call them tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Monday? Call them tomorrow. I'm calling them tomorrow also. I'm making phone calls tomorrow with both of y'all cases. Katie, I know you work from home, but I'll call you after this, Katie. But tomorrow I'm making phone calls because now that we know, I didn't know she was autism, but now that we know that, this whole board, this whole shit changes now because they have to do something. They have to do something. They have to put out an Amber Alert. And baby, if they give any type of problem that they not putting on the Amber Alert, we're gonna have a problem.
What makes it worse is
I
her
am
father
tight
has
right now.
autism too.
I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know how I get emotional.
That's okay.
What makes it so worse is her father has autism too. He has never, and he has the autism where it's like it's not bad, but it's bad. Where he'd get mad and start hitting himself in the head, or
Oh
he'd get a
shit!
book and start hitting himself in the head, but he didn't
You
get
gotta
his
get
way.
this baby home.
So as he has autism, and this is a sad time, and I this is my first time ever speaking out about this other than my family. When I had just had
No, it's
London,
good you speaking about it though.
yes ma'am. When I had just had London, I had 37 stitches put in me because I had an emergency C-section because I had a high risk pregnancy my whole pregnancy, and my contractions were basically stopping her heartbeat. Went into surgery, got out. I was on full blown oxycodone the whole time to block out the pain. I got tired one day and I told Ethan, I said, Ethan, can you grab her? I'm tired. Put her in her bin. You're up. Can you put her in her bin or, just rock her to sleep? Rock her to sleep, please. My baby was wide awake, eyes big and bright, watching TV with me.
Aw.
Literally
Look at her, y'all.
hours old. She
You're
was
so
hours
cute.
old, sitting up watching TV with me. And
I'm
he
a
wouldn't
video.
grab her. It was this game on his phone. It was a pool game. And he was just addicted to it. It was a pool game and it's this Clash of Clans game. He was so addicted to it. I got so bad. I didn't want to put my baby down because she was wide awake, but I didn't know how strong oxycodone was. I ended up falling asleep with my baby in my hands. She was in this arm, my left arm, and I drifted off to sleep. And I woke up. My baby was head down first. Her feet was attached to my inner arm, almost hitting her head. I woke up and I cussed him out immediately while drowsy, picking my baby up, calling the nurse line. They can put her in the nurse area because I almost dropped her. I'm crying, I'm screaming, I'm crying, and I'm apologizing to the nurse because I knew I wasn't supposed to fall asleep with her. I just didn't want to put her down.
But you didn't know how strong that medication is.
Right. I did not. And he said, while I was cussing him out, I told him I just got out of surgery not too long ago, hours ago, and I'm still hurting. I'm tired. The excuse he had was, I'm tired too.
Ugh.
Did you just go through 2 days? Mind you, I went 2 days of labor. 2 painful days of labor. While telling him, Ethan, I'm in labor. This is hurting. My water didn't break until I did an exercise. I seen it online while I was at the hospital. Mind you, this was a hospital, Memorial Hospital. They don't deliver babies. So I'm at their hospital for 2 hours and I'm working my pelvic area out. I'm working it out. I'm like, she has to come out. I feel her pushing down. I'm like, she has to come out. I'm like, Ethan, help me. Help me this squat, help me, push down on my belly a little bit, give me a massage, rub my feet, put me in, break my water or something.
Right.
I want to do it. So I did it my way. I broke my own water. I had to stay at Memorial Hospital for 3 hours until an available ambulance could transfer me to St. Francis Hospital, which was basically 45 minutes away from Memorial Hospital. While still in active labor, cannot get no pain meds, no nothing. He's still on his phone. I'm like, mind you, me and him are together at the time. I'm like, babe, hold my hand. Please, I need something. Hold my hand. I'm screaming at the top of my lungs. He wouldn't. He wouldn't.
So if he's not capable of that, I mean, that just tells you right there that what makes you think he's just capable of taking care of this beautiful little girl right here.
He's not capable at all. He can
Right.
wash himself.
Can you tell us what his mother told you when you went to the door to get your baby?
So unfortunately, my mom nor the people who pulled up to support me wasn't there to witness it and hear it. She said at first, she said, Lay, please don't do this. We have kids here. I told her, I understand you got kids, but my kid is missing. You have my kid in this house. She started, getting agitated, and then she was like, "You're not gonna do nothing. You're not gonna come to my house. You think you're gonna do something? Let me get on the phone right now, because you're not gonna do nothing." Called my mom immediately. Stayed on the phone with my mom. They're cussing me out. Except the stepdad. Now there's a stepdad who was helping me the whole time with my baby while I was living with him. While stepdad is out here trying to talk to me, she's yelling racial freaking slurs at me.
Right. That's what I was
Mind you, there
thinking.
was a person there. There was somebody there to witness that. Her name is Addie Howard. She was there to witness that, and when I tell you her face, she started crying.
That's where I wanted to get at, because this mother goes to the grandmother's house and says, "Listen, you got my baby. I want my baby back." And the grandmother calls her the N word or type of N words. Now, remind you, her grandbaby's black too.
Her
But it's
grandbaby
not
isn't black
black.
out of anything. She came out of a black mother. Her
Right.
second husband is Caucasian.
So if you have that how much hatred, baby, we got to get this baby home.
Mind you, he does have another child. London's the first. London is. I am the first baby mother. There's a second one. Doesn't take care of that child either.
He don't take care of that one either.
He doesn't want nothing to do with that child at all. I've seen it like in person. I am best friends with his other baby mother, and I have seen him tell her, I don't speak her language. He has told her, I don't want shit to do with her.
Oh,
Not saying he doesn't want anything to do with the mother, but the baby. I understand he don't want nothing to do with the mother, but at the end of the day, that's your baby. That baby looks just like mother. I kid you not.
I did find him on another platform called Thread or Tread, whatever that platform thing is.
Yeah.
And I
It's a
sent
platform from Instagram.
him the missing photo, the missing thing. I tagged him on this. I sent him the flyer. Right. Because, see, I can't, he's on Instagram, but it's private. So I'm still following, but he got to set me for me to see anything. So I said, wait a minute. I noticed that he's on a Thread, whatever that new thing they got going on is. I don't know about. So I I downloaded it or whatever. I said, oh, he is on here. So I said, you know what? Send him the flyer.
Oh, and I hope he
You
was
know,
like I
but
can't say
me and
anything.
Katie got some other stuff that we got planned, and yeah.
I genuinely hope he is staring at that right now because,
Mhm.
and I'm not for anyone who is seeing this. They might be distant friends or anything trying to get me in trouble. I'm not directing this.
I'm gonna
I'm
send it to his girlfriend too.
Yes, I'm speaking to you, and this is not disrespectful, but the only reason why I'm speaking to you is because I can't speak to him. I know you are seeing it. This baby, this baby's family is pleading out for her. You don't know how badly people have been hurt.
Absolutely. We are just asking for you to return London home to her mother. We are not trying to take her away from you. We are more than welcome to do it the right way through courts and let him and Elijah go through court and have their visitations done through the court. He will
That
still be
lady that
allowed.
just commented right now, she's the number one witness because she opened, Jatana Shay that just commented, she opened her home to him after telling me no at first. She opened her home before
Yes,
because she felt
a
me and
lot of our
her.
family, opened our homes, our doors to Ethan. We spend
A
money on
lot of
Ethan.
them.
I personally spend lots of money on Ethan. So I
Uh-huh.
can say that we are willing to go through court. We're willing to do it the right way, get the visitations done the right way, but you are not going to keep her away from our side. You're not going to just kidnap her and take her away from us and silence us and let that be that. No. We are definitely here to fight for London. We're going to keep fighting for London. We thank you guys, this whole group, everybody that's in this group,
Everyone.
everybody that's following. You guys have been godsend to us because before this, we did not have this type of help. So we just want to
No
thank you
help.
all
Not
so
even the
very
police.
much for your help, for everything you've done, every poster you guys have put up, every like, every comment, every share that you've done. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, we are truly thankful and we thank you guys.
Of course, we're gonna get on it on the backstage. We got some things that we're getting to, for sure. I know tomorrow I'm definitely making some phone calls. I'm calling that detective, and yeah,
A lot of people has
for
been
sure.
calling him, and they have been saying he doesn't answer at all.
He has a supervisor, and that's where we go. Let's get the supervisor up.
He has
That
been trying to
supervisor
go
got
under
to
the
don't,
roof.
and then we go higher, we
Absolutely.
go higher, we go higher. For
Absolutely.
sure.
Absolutely.
And then we start calling news stations.
Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
we keep it going.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
know,
We certainly will.
yep,
The fight will continue. We're going to
that's
keep
right.
fighting. We are
That's
not
right.
going to stop fighting.
Keep it going. I want to thank Offensive Noor because she's the one that told me about your case.
Absolutely. I want to
He's the
say
one
thank
who
you to her
opened.
as well. Thank you, Offensive Nor. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
We
Yeah.
appreciate you so much.
She
She's the one
messaged
who
me and said,
contacted
"You
me.
working on cases?" I said, "Girl, you know I am." She said, "But there's a mother and she really needs help." And I said, "Okay, I got you."
Absolutely. Thank her so much. Thank
She's
you.
in the
Thank you. Thank
comments.
you.
Yeah. So thank you, Offensive Noor. We appreciate you, Katie. Thank you. The other lady that was, I hope she's okay. I don't know, but she's going to be helping out as well. I want you to look at your baby. What do you want to say to this beautiful, beautiful little girl with these beautiful cheeks?
And Granny miss you, Nay Mobley.
You know, there's a lot of people that loved her so, so much, but if my baby was sitting here watching this right now, I tell her, Mommy loves you so, 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 so much, man. I'm so sorry. I'm so, so sorry that I had let you into this man's hands. I'm so sorry that I didn't, keep my guard up. I'm sorry that I let you down. But don't worry, I got your back 100%.
Yes, ma'am.
I may not know what to do right now, but I got a lot of people that's helping me get you
Granny,
baby.
Granny and mommy are gonna keep fighting, and
So
your
just
cousins,
hold on, baby.
everybody, your cousins, your uncles, everybody's gonna keep fighting.
So just hold on, baby. I know you want to come home, but just stick it out there for me, baby. I'm coming. I promise you, I'm coming.
Hold on, God is good. God is able. He's able.
That's right. Amen.
He is able. So
Can you and your mother give me a fun, a memorable, something that you remember that she did that just not just you, that was just like made you laugh so hard?
she loves to dance into Nobody Knows Me Like You
I got the
Do.
video.
Nobody
Favorite
Understands
song.
Me.
That's her favorite
That is her
song.
favorite song, and we laugh every
Wait, let me
time.
see if I could pull that
Baby
up.
loves her some New Orleans bounce music. She
Let
loves
me see if
listening
I
to
could
New
pull
Orleans
that
bounce.
up. Let me see.
Mommy Anna.
Yeah.
Yes, there's this artist called Popiana on TikTok right now, and she's a female, and she has New Orleans bounce music. Every time I play that, my baby
Yep.
drops anything. She drops anything and just tears the floor up.
Uh-uh.
But my
Yeah, this
most
is something
valuable
else.
moment with my daughter, it was me and my baby here by ourselves. I had to use the restroom. Sleep in the living room. We have a room, but we love laying in the living room because it's more spacious. And she likes to run around. I snuck off to the bathroom and I didn't lock the door. I didn't lock the door. When I tell you she reached up for that door handle and kicked the door, came in, reached up, and I'm like London, I'm sitting on the toilet. I'm using the bathroom. She's staring at me like, do I care? Went like this, so while using the bathroom, she had to sit on my lap.
Aww, she love her mommy.
She definitely does. She definitely
Love her
does.
mommy.
Go nowhere without her, crying and screaming to go with.
I'm trying to get that video. I could show them.
And the person in the background, she's screaming a memory she had with her. My daughter always was screaming help to her, even if she wasn't even in trouble.
Oh, it's down. I don't know why it's not. Can you show that video?
I can try.
Yeah.
If y'all don't stop screaming,
Oh, I think I got it right here. Let me see.
if y'all don't. Okay, let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it.
Okay. I'm trying to get it on my other phone.
No matter how fast, and he likes her feet. My little buddy in the background waiting for her to turn off. Yeah.
I'm gonna show you the baby's father, y'all. Oh, I gotta move this stuff. Hold on. I gotta move the flyer.
No.
Say London.
That is the child's father.
Let me see.
I don't think I can, share the video, but
It's okay.
Let me see this guy.
Okay.
I can show you the video. Give me 1 second. Mom, turn your microphone off.
Wow.
Do you want to say anything else? Katie, you want to say anything?
Anything I have to say has to be done behind the scenes
Okay.
in case he is watching.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Hold on, give me 1 second.
Okay.
That is not it. That is not it. Yes, give me 1 second, Mom. Okay. So, this is my baby's dancing video. Let's see if I can turn the camera. Nope, that's invert.
It's not showing though.
Oh, give me 1 second.
You gotta show the yeah.
Can you guys see it?
Okay, now we could. Look at the baby. Yeah, mama. Aww.
Mind you, I was using the bathroom. I was using the bathroom and she busted out full concert. Full concert.
Aww. So adorable.
So thank you to everybody who has been getting my baby's name out and getting me help. It's very much appreciated.
I always like to show on my interviews like a memory before we go and stuff like that to leave it like
Yeah.
because it's so sad so I try to like
Hopefully
a little
somebody
memory.
sees that and they get through to him and he brings my baby home.
Yeah, please bring this baby home. She needs her mother. She needs her mother.
I need her more than she needs me right now. I definitely need her more than she needs me right now.
Right.
But thank you so much, everyone.
You're welcome. And also just want to say one more thing on the other case as well. And please bring baby Ethan home as well. His mother needs him.
Baby London.
Huh?
You said bring baby Ethan home.
His name
Oh,
is
April.
Parental.
Baby
Parental.
Hansel, baby Hansel home
It's
as well.
Hansel.
Yes, his mother needs him as well, y'all. You know, these parents shouldn't have to go through this. No parent should have to go through this. So we're keeping everyone, keep them in their prayers, keep them in their prayers. I do believe in a higher power, you know. God does amazing things. You have no idea. Like, I truly believe that he does miracles. He does things that we be like, we pray for things and it's like, oh, I forgot I even asked for that. You know what I mean? Like, how did I get that? I want to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for sharing. Keep the family in prayer. Katie, thank you for joining. I'm going to download this. So the people that didn't get a chance to join TikTok, like some people don't have TikTok. So I'll download it. I'm going to fix it up and I'm going to put it on Facebook, Instagram, Newsbreak, Clapper, YouTube, and other platforms, and X, so that it be on a lot of platforms, so that not just TikTok, okay? So that everybody could share it. And I'm also going to put in Reels so that people can see it on the Reels on TikTok. All right. Everyone, have a blessed day. I'm keeping the family in prayer, and we have a lot to do behind the scenes, and it will be getting done. All right. Thank you. Brooklyn Squad, we out.